Jackson digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby. Gerald for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field and gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. Good evening, volleyball fans, and welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com and the IHSAA Champions Network. Again, here from Tiger Gymnasium in Yorktown, Indiana. We will have tonight's junior varsity action here this evening. Again, obviously, your Wapahani Raiders taking on the Yorktown Tigers here this evening. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Hope all of you have had a terrific start to the week. Obviously, Labor Day yesterday. Hopefully, everybody got to stay at home or go relax to go do something. But got back at it today, and hopefully you all had a terrific Tuesday. But now we'll end the evening here with a couple of big-time matchups right here for Wapahani on the road, taking on the Yorktown Tigers here with our Raiders Line pregame show presented by Dr. Kara J. Wolf. DDSPC, again, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. Now, this junior varsity team here for Wapahani it's really, had a little bit of a rough start there. First game of the season there at home against Delta. After that, well, we've won our last three. We was able to get a victory over LaPel about 2 weeks ago. And then last week had a victory over Richmond. And then last Thursday, the victory over Westdale. To now advance their winning streak to 3 games. So now 3-1 start here to the regular season here for this junior varsity team. No doubt a tough challenge here tonight on the road, in which this game has been accustomed to going in favor of Yorktown. Unfortunately, for quite some time. I know I'll talk about this during the varsity broadcast here later, but let's just say it's been over a decade. Since we last beat Yorktown, so we definitely owe them one, to say the least, and hopefully our junior varsity squad has it in them here tonight to come out here and continue their winning streak, continue that that level of competitiveness and confidence as well. I think that these girls, especially when they start seeing that. Hey, we can do this. This is how we can perform every single time out here. Like I said, I think that builds confidence with everybody out there on the team. And as a collective unit, I think these girls have definitely gotten better here within the last 3 times out. Obviously, yes, those have been 3 victories. It always looks nice when you win. But we played well. Sometimes you win games even when you don't necessarily deserve to, and I think that we've deserved to win those 3 games that we have the last few times out. So, we've been playing better. Seems like we're in more sync as a team here, and hopefully, again, that continues to be in full effect here tonight for Wapahani. Some of the biggest things here for the Raiders, first and foremost, got to be our serving. You got to keep the ball inbounds. Really apply the pressure. Right there from the get-go, right off the serve there for the Tigers. But we've got to be able to handle the ball as well. Our passing is going to be extremely, extremely important here tonight. Defensively, Yorktown as a program in general has always been very solid. They look to create mistakes for you. Obviously, Wapahani has got to minimize mistakes. We've got to make sure that we're able to pass the ball and without potential errors being too big of a factor here tonight. So just a couple things to think about. Again, all basic facets of the game, but also a lot easier said than done as well. I'll tell you that much. But both teams are going to have their hands full here tonight. But again, hopefully Wapahani can keep their winning ways going here because, like I said, the way they've been trending here the last 3 games, they have been playing better volleyball and being a little bit more consistent and much more in sync as a team, and hopefully that will continue here tonight. So stay right here with us, folks. Again, that's been a Raiders Live pregame show presented by Dr. Kara J. Wolf, DDS-PC. Again, we'll be back at it here with tonight's player introductions as well as tonight's first serve here from Yorktown High School. Wapahani and Yorktown coming up here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again, here on YouTube.com and the IHSA Champions Network. Again, here with tonight's junior varsity volleyball matchup between the visiting Wapahani Raiders. They take on the home team tonight, the Yorktown Tigers. So now we'll take a look here at this evening's rosters. First and foremost, here for your Wapahani Raiders, we have number 1, Savannah Fitzgerald. Number 2, Maya Mitchell. Number 4, Lainey Ledbetter. Number 5, Addie Barnes. Number 7, Journey Maines. Number 8, Ella Recollect. And number 11, Nora Williams. Again, your Raiders are coached by Ryan Webster. So again, that is what your Wapahani Raiders look like here tonight. Now here on the home side this evening, the home team, the Yorktown Tigers, will look like this. We have number 1, Ella Moore. Number 2, Tinsley Cochran. Number 3, Lydia Hazen. Number 4, Riley Kelly. Number 6, Sophia Christie. Number 7, Grace Moore. Number 8, Emma Lewis. Number 9, Addie Thurston. Number 10, Lauren Delk. Number 11, Charlotte Childers. And number 12, Macy Nixon. Again, the Yorktown Tigers are coached by Jerry Owens. So again, that is tonight's starting lineups. Again, stay right here with us. We'll have tonight's first serve coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back again here from Tiger Gymnasium here in Yorktown, Indiana. About a 25, 30-minute drive there from Raider Country. Hope all of you have had a terrific Tuesday. And hopefully you guys can just kind of kick back, relax, and enjoy another evening here with us on the WHS Network. And this is our first game of the week. On Thursday night, we'll be back at it as well, with more Raider volleyball coming your way here on the WHS Network, as we will welcome in the Jay County Patriots there on Thursday evening to Raider Gymnasium. Again, that'll be a JV start time at 6 o'clock and varsity game to follow. So we hope you guys tune in there on Thursday evening and spend some time here with us. That should also be another really good ball game coming up there on Thursday night. So they're trying to get the lineups in here correct. Make sure everybody's in the right spot. Again, looks like no Addie Barnes tonight. So that could make things a little bit interesting in the setting department here for Wapahani. Because Addie is our only setter. I did see Laney Ledbetter warming up this evening, doing some setting. I thought I was kind of assuming that was for some sort of precautionary reason. Nothing was set in stone, but that looks like that might indeed be the case here tonight. So it looks like we got the lineups all squared away, I believe. We have our referee, Mary Goff, going over lineups again, so she is going to take a look here at Wapahani's once again. Again, I did not get our other official's name here tonight, but sure to appreciate both of them for all that they do for our sport and giving us the opportunity to play. You know, I was talking to Mary earlier, still a lot of referees that retired, so on and so forth now, and so you're always looking to be a part of it. Sign up to referee there with IHSAA, as we'll get tonight's game officially underway here at 6:05 p.m. here on this Tuesday, September the 2nd of 2025, as Journey Mains will get that one to fall in. A quick 1-0 lead here for Wapahani. That's what we like to see. Nice hit there from Journey Mains to give Wapahani a 1-0 lead. Again, Recollect back to serve. Good serve again there from Ella. Set up by Childers here to the left side. That was believe number 8, Emma Lewis. Or no, excuse me, that was Grace Moore, number 7. Dug out by Rackawek. Williams is there on the mains. Set backwards, and Mains again strikes for another 2-0 start here for Wapahani. And, it's so important, and I talk about this all the time in various sports. For obvious reasons, yes, you want to get off to a good start. You don't want to come out here early and be down 8-0. That's just no good. That ball hit out of bounds on the attack again, this time by Yorktown. But again, like I said, for obvious reasons, yes, you want to get off to a good start, but especially in a game like this, you don't want to get down early because, it's darn near impossible to come back from. So it's very important that Wapahani gets off to a good start right here. Hopefully, just to establish a little bit of momentum and some confidence. And, hopefully that confidence will only continue to build here for the Raiders. So we'll have number 4, Riley Kelly, now in for Yorktown. She'll drop back to serve after, again, some missed timing there on the hit there by Maya Mitchell a moment ago, as Kelly will serve that one into the net now, 4-1 Wapahani. And we'll see if the Raiders can use that to their advantage here. Maya Mitchell will be back to serve. I serve again, this time by Mitchell. Mitchell's there to dig it out, and we'll have a net violation on Wapahani's number 1, Savannah Fitzgerald. So 4-2 now after the net violation. We'll have number 7, Grace Moore, back to serve for Yorktown. The 5'6" junior here for the Tigers. Shanked off there to the left side. That will be an ace here for Grace Moore. So makes this now a 4-3 affair. Received by Ledbetter. Williams there with the left hand to Fitzgerald. Okay, so I guess I'm assuming Nora will be the setter now. I don't know. They had Laney again setting throughout the warm-ups and so on and so forth, but I didn't know if they was going to end up switching here or not. And that pass set right up on top of the net and put right back down, so the quick 4-1 lead has now quickly evaporated. Received by Ledbetter. Rackalex there. Mains unable to punch that one over. And so, again, these last couple times around, you can kind of tell Wapahani getting thrown out of their game here a little bit. Williams will get it over. Free ball here for Yorktown. Set up to Lewis and splits the gap right there. Now a 6-0 run put together here by Yorktown. And this is where Wapahani's got to come together as a team and understand, hey, we've got to find a way to pretty much to get this to come to a screeching halt right here. We've got to find a way to get a point. Set to left side, number 3, Hazen there on the attack. Ledbetter now to Mains. And there was Lewis. Soft touch over the net, gets the job done. A little surprised Wapahani hasn't taken a timeout right here. This is an 8-0 run put together here by the Tigers. And there's an ace. All right, so we'll have a timeout now from Wapahani. 11-4. That's a 10-0 run here by Yorktown. We'll step aside, and we'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, again, welcome back following the timeout from Wapahani. Again, they will have one timeout remaining for the rest of set number one. 11-4 Yorktown. Again, before we went to the break, as I mentioned, this has been a 10-0 run put together here by Yorktown. And Wapahani started off so well, but now things have went sour here for us, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I think this is a hole that I'm not quite sure if they're going to be able to dig themselves out of right now. I mean, obviously, you still have to remain hopeful, but again, now some miscommunication. That's sports for you. You know, it's mind-boggling how things can go so right and at the, flip the switch can start going so wrong in such a hurry. And on the attack again, number 8, Emma Lewis pounds that one down to the floor. Received by Mitchell. Williams set up to Maines. Blocked there by Lewis. And again, miscommunication on who was going to take that ball. And it ends up in another point here from Yorktown, or for Yorktown. Left side attack, that was number 3, Lydia Hazen. Maines on the attack, and yet again quickly met at the net there by Emma Lewis, a 5'8" freshman. Just absolutely denied that one. Make this now a 16-0 run from Yorktown. Mercy. Nicely done right there by Maines and Fitzgerald. Maines will get it over. Left side is Hazen. Nice job. Ledbetter, great up right there, and gave Fitzgerald something to work with. Oh, yes. Williams and Fitzgerald right there providing the stuffing. Yes. So Wapahani ends the 16-0 run and gets the Raiders back on the board. Here's Journey Maines back to serve. Received by Kelly. Left side to Hazen. Again, nice denial, but unfortunately couldn't keep that one inbounds. It just went a little too far. Now, as far as right and left, that would have been perfect. That would have stayed inside the line, along the sideline, but couldn't find a way to keep that in the back line, as we'll have a net violation here on Williams. And that will be an ace. Off the foot of Recollect. Now, had that ball been up into the air and went over the net, that would have been a good ball. You don't see it happen too much, but that is allowed. Ledbetter from the left side. That was a nice set there from Williams. Hazen back at it. Fitzgerald met there at the net. There's Mitchell. Williams ends up tipping it over the net, and it's a struggle, unfortunately. So the Tigers just 4 points away from taking set number 1 here of the evening, as that one's going to be sent backwards. It's hard to believe we start off this game with a 4-1 lead. Williams, Ledbetter, not get that one back over. So we'll have number 6, Sophia Christie, check in for Yorktown. Good job right there. Nice hustle there by Williams. Then Ledbetter to get it back over. And again, just soft touch. Reading the defense perfectly right there. So set point has now arrived, 24-5. All right, well, that will do it here for set 1. So Yorktown ended the first set on a 24-1 run. We'll get back at you here with set number 2 right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is, and has always been, to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, and when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
All right, folks, welcome back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Set 2 coming up here this evening. Again, a good start for Wapahani to begin set number 1. Obviously, it didn't end well for us, but you got to put that in rearview mirror. You know, whatever happened there in set 1 is what it is. You got to look forward here to set number 2, make your corrections, and get after it. So 1-0 start right here after just a brief miscue there by Fitzgerald. So 1-0 Yorktown. Again, it will be number 10, Lauren Delk, back to serve for the Tigers. Again, not a huge crowd here this evening. Obviously, if you can kind of see there on your screen, part of the student section, I think, for Yorktown might be here. But that's about the extent of things, but hopefully more people will file in as the evening goes along. And shanked off there to the right side. Now 3-0 Yorktown. Received by Ledbetter. Williams on the mains there with the left hand. Set to, I believe that was number 9. Thurston, potentially. Yes, indeed it was. Going to go right back to her. Dug out by Ledbetter. Nicely done. Williams over to Mains. That was dug by Lauren Delk. She'll get it over. Mitchell right back at it. Long rally right here. Right side attack there from Grace Moore. Nice hustle there by Recollect. So good action there on both sides. Unfortunately, Wapahani didn't come away with a point, but did some good things right there. Like I said, love the hustle there from Ella just a moment ago. But again, you're down early. You got to dig deep within yourself. That's where you want to see that competitiveness. I think if you play sports, you have to be competitive. There's no other way around it. And they say that one was in. That looked to have been out, but then again, I'm not the line judge or referee. So what I say doesn't necessarily make a difference. 5-0 now. But again, the girls have got to get after it. You can't necessarily dwell on what happened last point. It's just, you've got to turn the page right here. And got to get Williams there with the 2 hits. Mains on to Recollect. There's Delk. Now set on to Lewis. Nice dig there from Recollect. Nicely done. And out of bounds, so Wapahani got their first point now of set 2. Hopefully we can build off of that right here. Go on a nice run. Heck, even if we can get 3 or 4 points back right here at the bare minimum. Good serve there from Ella. Set up there to number 9. Thurston there in the middle. Williams to Mains on the attack. Dug out by Delk. And out of bounds again this time by number 9, Addie Thurston. And that one will be into the net. So 9-2 there after the service there. We'll have number 7. That is Grace Moore back to serve for Yorktown. Maines gets it over. Unfortunately out of bounds this time around. (12-2) Tigers. Received by Fitzgerald. Ledbetter on the Maines. And they're going to get called for the 4 hits. Free ball here for Yorktown, set up there to the middle. There's Williams on the Maines. Delk will dig it out. Left side attack there by Thurston. Nice dig there from Fitzgerald. Couple of good passes, and it's just out of bounds. And we'll get a timeout. We'll go ahead and stay right here with you during this timeout because we would like to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. So first and foremost, a big thanks here to Alfred Rods and Customs. With over 30 years of experience, they sell the baddest hot rods, street rods, muscle cars, and customs in the land. Alfred Rods and Customs also buys, sells, and trades cars all over the country. For more information, you can give them a call at 765-717-3625 and look them up on Facebook at Alfred Rods and Customs. You can also come check out their showroom at 613 East Weiser Street in Muncie, Indiana, and let them make your dream a reality. Also, big thanks here to Sam Pierce Chevrolet, located at 1241 West County Road 550 South in Daleville, Indiana. Sam Pierce is your trusted Chevrolet dealership and the reason why loyal customers keep coming back. Known for their friendly style of service, Sam Pierce Chevrolet is also stocked with brand new and pre-owned vehicles, along with offering competitive lease deals, finance options, and a top-of-line auto service. For more information, give them a call at 765-387-4287 and go to sampierchevy.com to find your next vehicle. Again, that is Sam Pierce Chevrolet. The best deals are in the country. So again, following the timeouts, the Wapahani finds himself now in a 15-2 hole. So we'll have number 7 and Grace Moore back to serve here for Yorktown. Set up to number 8, Lewis on the attack. Rack-a-lack there. Mitchell will tip it over. And Lewis will cash in for the Tigers. So we got a substitution for Yorktown, number 6. Sophia Christie now back in here for Yorktown. So 2 hits. Hold on, Mitchell. Nice dig there from Ledbetter, set on to Maines. That will get a net violation. So we'll have another timeout on the floor, and we'll go ahead and stay right here with you again for this timeout. Again, once again, to recognize some more of our sponsors here this evening. So we'd like to, again, send out a big thanks for, again, you know, all of our sponsors mean a great deal to us, but we've got a brand new sponsor again this year. So big thanks here to Courtney Felton. Great teams win with heart, hustle, communication, as well as trust, and those are some of the great values that Next Home Elite Real Estate hometown realtor Courtney Felton brings to every real estate move. Whether you're buying, selling, she is there to use her local roots to meet your real estate needs every step of the way. Call Courtney Felton at 765-748-6334 for all of your real estate needs. Also, big thanks here to Signed by Ash. Again, locally owned and operated since 2019. It's your one-stop shop for custom fan gear, business apparel, and rustic signs. Give Ashley Bell a call at 765-748-2155 and check out Signed by Ash on Instagram and Facebook. So I greatly appreciate Signed by Ash, as well as Next Home Elite Real Estate hometown realtor Courtney Felton for their sponsorship of us here on the WHS Network. So 21-2 is your score, as we are just 4 points away from concluding this one here tonight. Again, you'll have to tune into our varsity broadcast tonight as well. I think we scheduled that to start about 7, and, well, the way it's trending right now, I think we'll start well before then. Mitchell's there. Williams on the Mains. Dug out by Hazen. And number 3, Hazen unable to get that one back over. So the point for Wapahani. And we'll have number 2, Maya Mitchell, back to serve. We'll have Riley Kelly now subbing in for Yorktown, and will drop back to serve. Skipped over the top of the net and down in play. So an ace for Kelly, 24-3. And we have now arrived at match point. Williams sets it up to Maines. Dug out by Kelly. Nice job up front right there by Fitzgerald. Got a hand on it, but that will fall in play, and that will do it here tonight, folks, as the Tigers will take this one in straight sets. 25-5, 25-3. Wapahani will now fall to 3-2 on the junior varsity season. Again, they'll be back at it on Thursday night, back at home, taking on Jay County. Again, that'll be a JV start time of 6 p.m. Again, make sure to check us out later on here in probably about, maybe about 15, 20 minutes from now. We'll have tonight's varsity broadcast, again, right here on the WHS Network and on our IHSAA Champions Network channel as well. But looking forward to that one. 7-1 is Wapahani. Yorktown 6-4. Should be a great matchup coming up here in just a short time. But again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in. Again, as Yorktown takes this one in straight sets in tonight's junior varsity game, 25-5, 25-3. Until later on, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We'll see you all next time right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.